Okay. I was puzzled. Now y'all can probably hear me. I can't look through those glasses. Hit the link. Can y'all hear me now? But now, how am I supposed to be able to know what y'all saying? Zoom kind of boosted. How am I supposed to know what people saying if I'm looking at the Zoom? I'm just bored waiting. What's up, dog? All right. Zoom. Mm, yeah, you can hear. I'm back. And I'm just sitting here bored. Let's just talk. Hit the link if y'all want to build. You feel me? Hit the link. Matter of fact, let me turn on my camera. Hold on. I'm ready for people to hit the link. I ain't even tripping. I don't go out much, and when I be going out, I be punctual and stuff. So I be having to wait on people. People don't be punctual, but it is what it is. I don't even want to just sit here and look at myself. So I'm gonna wait till somebody hit the link and go like this. Oh, there go that good guy. Out to you for hitting the link. Okay, Monica. Out to y'all. You can hear me?
Peace. I can hear you.
What's up with it?
Ain't nah, I'm still on the Black Egypt thing if you want to talk about it.
Be on whatever. I was
Wait.
I see my sister Monica Lamb and I see Chef. What's up, Monica?
Hey, peace and power. I want to talk about some football.
Oh, you talking about Monica, you talking about some football? Tell me how to pronounce your name right so I'll never forget.
It's Monica.
Right.
Monica.
I said it right. So what you want to talk about, Dion? Let me tell y'all something about some football. Just
Yeah,
so y'all know, is the starting cornerback at Arizona right now. So we're gonna follow him this year. And he gotta go against Dion. I mean, he gotta go against Dion's son this year.
Yep, he sure do. I think they play him.
Last game.
Let me see it later in the year.
Yeah,
Yeah, so up in there.
I'm going to that. My nephew played cornerback for Arizona State. I mean for Arizona.
That's peace. That's what's up.
The Wildcat.
Yeah.
What's up, Chef?
What's up? What's up? What's going on, Monica?
Chef, you sound like a robot, Chef. You sound like a robot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There you go.
I'm better. How y'all doing today?
All is well.
Y'all on y'all way to church?
Hell no, I'm watching FAMU and Jackson State.
What y'all talking about? Dion? What y'all was talking about, Smash?
Smash was open to anything. I just was gonna talk about football, but the other guy he want to talk about Black Egypt. I'm just playing around. So yeah, y'all gonna be a forever. Y'all start talking about Black Egypt. So I was like, let's talk about. You watch the game? Do you watch? You follow college football?
No, I follow the situation with Dion.
Yeah, do you watch the game yesterday?
Because I always been a fan of him. No, I ain't watch it. He won by 1 point, right?
Over 3
3 points. 3 points, yeah.
Yeah, Shador threw for 510 yards. 4 of the receivers was over 100 yards. Now TCU ain't no punk, but they start too late, to get the game going. I mean, But they pulled it off. You know, to say they had a 21, I think it was 21-point spread for them to lose by 21.
I saw the
Yeah,
game. It was
I had it.
14-17. And it was a good game. It went from what I saw, it went from they scored, they went back to back. It was a back to
Yeah.
back game. And but if you watch the game, I don't watch a lot of college, but I watched some of that game. But that was a good game. And the defense, their defense was the only problem, but it was a good game though.
Yeah. Yeah, he get the, you know, the recruiting go out the window. So he get them big boys in on that line from Florida and Texas. They gonna be a problem.
I guess what? I just got a call that Common Sense said yeah. Common said yeah to my interview. I told you. Because I know Common though. He just got hella big. And we bringing him to Oakland tomorrow. But I said I'm gonna interview him for Sinetta TV and just kill everybody. You feel me? And
Yes.
I had my people reach out to his people, but they was like, he ain't gonna do it. I was like, tell him Casual want to do it, and I guarantee you he gonna do it. Because I know he just like me on the other side of hip hop. We got respect for each other. But they said I could get the interview, but not 15 minutes. You feel me? So I'm like, all I need is 5 minutes.
He said not 15 minutes. Okay.
Well, he got hella other interviews to do, and you can't really just hit up no big ass artists like that. They people gonna tell you no because it don't benefit their artists. It just put more work on it. But 5 minutes is good. 10 minutes is good. That boy a superstar.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might have set up something for something later. It's just
Now,
making that connection.
once we see eye to eye, it's on.
Yeah,
He
you
ain't
just
gonna want
make
to
that
stop.
connection.
Yeah, he
Right.
ain't gonna want to stop talking in 10 minutes because we knew each other for 30 years. We got way more than 10 minutes worth of stuff. But that's his people hooking it up. You feel me?
Right.
So I'm gonna try to make a connect, see what we could do.
Yeah, that's all it's about right there.
Mm-hmm.
And Carmen, from listening to his music, it sounds like he would have something to say about, you know, some of the topics that you dig what I'm saying, peruse. You know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
ask reparation, abos.
Yeah.
I'm going all. I'm not asking no questions.
No hose bar.
Yeah, it sounds like from listening to his music, you feel me? For years, it sounds like he would have an opinion on it. Now, I don't know how good his opinion to be on some of the shit because, you know, with artists, sometimes, you know, they just come in contact with a lot of information. You dig what I'm saying? It don't mean that they really dive completely into it. So that's why you'll see a lot of them. Like if you look at Nas and them, we would call Nas and them pseudo. You feel me? But back in the day, they was kicking straight knowledge towards. You feel me? Like they just, for instance, like Rakim. I always like Rakim, and it was like yo used to drop knowledge, but when I listen to it now, because I'm a little bit more studied up, I be like, yo, that shit's pseudo. You feel me? But the fact that he had the balls to put it in his music, you feel me? Let me know that they can at least grasp the concepts that we be talking about.
Well, what about when Nas came out telling that the 5% nation that they was pseudo? Remember, he was like, I don't believe in none of that shit. Your facts is backwards.
Your facts are backwards. Yeah.
So he was on before he knew the word pseudo, he was trying to tell him that a long time ago.
But was he saying your
That's
facts was
fact. That's
backwards?
fact.
No, I don't think he was talking about the 5%ers. I think he was talking about like Christianity.
You got to remember, because he was at that line. He was digging at the nation at that line. I can't remember the first part of the line. Whoever remember it is get a star on their forehead.
Hold on. I'm about to hold on. He said,
what was that first part of the line? I don't believe in none of that shit. Your facts is backwards.
Running with gods, I don't believe. Yeah, he did say running with gods.
Something about
talking about.
Man, you know Nas knew.
Yeah, he was like, that's pseudo, bro. Now, some people you will go back, listen back. At least the knowledge was good for the time period they was in. But some people was
Yep.
completely wrong. Like stuff get debunked over time because we get new information. But some people still was completely wrong.
Yo, they call me now some not your legal type of fellow. Or wet drinking marijuana, smoking street dweller, who always on the corner, rolling up blessed. When I dress, there's never nothing less than guess. You caught me walking with a bop and my hat turned back. Love committing sins and my friends sell crack. This nigga rap with a razor, keep it under my tongue. School dropout. Never liked the shit from day one. Cause life ain't shit. It's full of crab niggas and whatever he said. So I guzzle my Hennessy while pulling on mad blunts. The brutalizer, accelerator, the type of nigga that be pissing in your elevator. Damn, what the part right after that? the part right after that, but I can't even remember it. I don't believe in none of your gods, your facts are backwards. I don't know. Smash, you would know, but for me.
I forgot. Hey, Babylon Don, you fell asleep in the street last night?
Yeah, man, I went out last night, bro. Hey, check it though. You had me in the back chat too long. But listen though,
Oh, you
Smash.
wasn't in the back chat, bro. You wasn't in the back chat. You was right with us.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say the back chat. You're right. Y'all kept going on. I couldn't get in. I couldn't really get in. Because the subject, I wanted to talk to you about the Medjai, about what you was doing. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to build with you on that. But it was good though. I enjoyed the show. I saw the whole thing about you with the cars and the Grand National. I knew about that, bro. I started to comment on the truths and vogues from the South, dog. I started to you know what I'm talking about? Smash that in.
I just seen my partner. So you said you start commenting on the truths and vogues. What about it?
Yeah. I started to say that we had cars in the South with truths and vogues back then.
Oh, what y'all was putting them on, though?
The Vogue tires.
I'm saying what kind of car? Because we only put them on certain type of cars, and if you put it on the wrong car.
You know, in the South, man, the number one southern car is a Chevrolet Impala and then a Regal. But we had dudes that raced like Grand National and Monte Carlo SS. Those were the weed dudes, though.
Oh, yeah. I heard that.
Yeah, they drive that fast shit because they trying to get somewhere. You know what I'm talking about? But the fresh cars was the Impellas. But my first car was a 67 Ford Galaxy. Morning Glory with white top.
67 Ford Galaxy?
Yep, 500.
Oh, yeah, I had my first was my first fast car was a Camaro.
Okay, yeah. Hey, but Smash, I want to disagree with Sheffrin when he said that Rakim is pseudo back then. That wasn't even pseudo back then. It ain't even pseudo now. Rakim will beat Sheffrin up, he said that.
What's up with it? Yeah. Oh, I can't have it. Ain't no problem. Yeah, we about to get in. You getting in too? Yes, sir. What you say?
I said Rakim will beat Sheffrin up if he told Rakim his stuff was pseudo back then.
No, he probably was saying something 360 degrees and you know what I'm saying?
Hey, you started breaking up, Smash, just a little bit.
I ain't even saying nothing. I'm just chilling, listening to y'all. Hey, but I wanted to talk. Is Monica? Man, Monica, you here? All right, because we was talking about some sponsorship. I'm just saying, I need to talk to Sister Mo because we was talking about sponsorship and getting people to basically put on your events if you could get the people. And I'll be like, that's what I'll be like talking about. Like I got it worked all the way. Anybody can just go get a few documents. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Anybody can just go get a few documents and then get some sponsors and have these events popping without even putting up hell of your money. You just got to be the one to be responsible for making sure that it go off right. You feel me?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wasn't really here on the sponsorship part, but that's always a good idea. That's always where the dollar's at.
Hell yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm here. I was talking to myself.
Oh yeah. We was talking about sponsorships.
Yeah. So especially with y'all that have the numbers, but I mean, I think that you alluded to some of it. You know, a lot of the, especially if you have alcohol, a lot of those beverage companies and whatever your company, I mean, whatever your event is built up of, or it's an opportunity for a company to get more clients and or more consumers, they jump on it. One of the things that we do here is that, well, in Carolina, and I'm not sure California, I have to look it up, a lot of discretionary money. So we kind of play it on the opportunity. So if there's money out there for people looking for marketing, you know, just getting marketing out. So it's going to depend, like you said earlier, what areas you're spending your money on, right? So you sometimes you can't go after it all inclusive because I think you mentioned earlier you had people do stages and things of that nature. And then the other side of it, you just want to tap into some of the other areas. If you bring it in numbers, if you bring it in numbers and if you can have a segment of health initiative where maybe you highlight some type of health, a lot of the hospitals or the insurance companies have sponsor money or grant money because they know you're gonna put them in front of that audience. One of the big ones right now is for seniors with like Humana and those insurance companies because they have that $150 to $200 that those seniors are getting back in their checks. They give out a lot of money. Some of the different areas that people really don't really think about it. I know insurance is one of them, and then the healthcare is another. Like we have a hospital, they have those foundations, and if you attach some type of help to it, you can tap into that money as well for sponsor money because you have the audience, and even if it's just passing out a pamphlet of theirs or putting up a banner, you know, those funds as well. Right now we're in disaster season, so those insurance companies are looking for ways to kind of mitigate or to kind of help people better prepare. So they'll put their name on money. But I'll look some stuff up as well. And there's something you said earlier, and I was like, oh man, there's some money out there for that. I can't remember.
Well, I know people like I got keynote sponsors over 100 racks before.
Yeah.
You know, and so people be thinking if you got the people and you can prove it and your presentation is graphically astute, a lot of the times people don't consider what you're talking about. Hold up, it's people coming around.
Exactly. You're definitely right on that point. If you got those numbers, man, quantitative, and then you can bring in the qualitative because they looking for the numbers. Can you do what you say you could do? Can you get my company out? Or can you be effective? And then the other things, the reason they're looking for numbers, because they don't want you coming back to them every year. Go ahead, Babylon.
To me, it's the same thing, just like YouTube. Everybody require those numbers before you could reach the level of getting monetized or getting sponsored and so on and so forth.
But the problem is, we be letting everybody fluff. The farther we go into the simulation, the more profitable things like this people who know computer science. And so there's so many people who fluff the record companies just by inflating their numbers and making these companies think they worth putting millions into. You see what I'm saying? And we over here game goofy trying to keep everything real and shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, them dudes is bad. So some of these dudes who bought fake subscribers, right? and they got all fake. They not getting their reward from you. They getting the reward from the big corporation that they just fooled into thinking that they worth a $50,000 check. You know what I'm saying? And then they throw the event and don't nobody be there, but he already got his money, and that's when the corporation figure out that his numbers was fake. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Well, yeah. So then when you so if you said like that, so then if the Invest Fest is doing it both ways, then I guess the rest is just appeasing an audience in person.
Yeah, and they couldn't even do that though.
Yeah, messed that up.
Well, I mean, that'd be the hardest part though. I
Yeah.
mean, especially when you're taking that much money, they needed to put a 2 or 3 more million back into making people happy, basically. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At
Should have been
that
some
event.
hella door prizes. Yep, it should be some hella door prizes out in that piece, giveaways.
I mean, it need to be like you could order a dancer right at. I mean, not like that, but it needs to be exotic. So
But
y'all at the
what's the
table.
gift? What was the gift though at the door? So I know, going back to my paparazzi convention, when we go, we get backpacks and we get like 10 pieces of jewelry. Shit, we be happy as heck, right? Because they always giving something nice. Like we always get something with that registration packet that's probably worth what you paid.
Oh hell yeah! And so when I was sitting there just putting them packages together with my homies, we just sitting in the office and we putting the numbers. I don't like shooting low for the ground. I'm like, we gonna look like some suckers if it ain't even nothing on the list for 100,000 anyway. You see what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I don't like going to ask for no sponsorship and it be money that you should have in your pocket. Like, oh,
Woo.
I need 2,500. You know what I'm saying? They like, huh? I
You
don't want to get with your organization because you should have had that. So at least need to go up to $250,000 just so they won't feel like they coming in as the keynote sponsor. They won't feel like they're getting all the perks, but they can feel like, okay, we'll settle on this 100 bands. So we'll do something like the main stage. You get to say that the main stage is yours. You get to get and throughout the whole event, you get to brand the video camera. You know, not the video camera, but the video screen on the main stage. Yo, people get to control it. So you're gonna have exposure to all them people. In between every act, y'all can put what y'all want on the screen. And corporations will give you that if you can tell them you got 15,000 people, 20,000 people. And the easiest way to do that is to throw free events. And so I'm like, it's a little system that Cat's been duplicating all over the world and then building off of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, because I was just telling someone, I was helping them with the budget for a grant, and I was telling them, like, you asking for this money for thousands of people, but you say you got one employee. Well, who the heck running a
Exactly. Yeah, they gonna look at you like, yeah, what is you doing? Now
like
you can say you got contractors or something, but you gotta have them know that you got the capacity to pull it off.
Yes, and that's where we fall off there a lot, because we want the max profit, but we not even, the organization of it is definitely flawed. There's no way.
Fact.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
no way. So I'm getting ready to.
When you
Go
say
ahead.
that though, goddess sister, I just want to know what would be your words or your improvement on that for us, because that's a very deep point about that. That's where we fall off. Even myself fall off at that point a lot
You
of times,
you
credential
gotta
wise, otherwise. What do you say?
you gotta know the capacity of people per person to visually observe, or so it's kind of like going back to the class. You could and Smash probably give a better perspective, but what I do is I always look at the classroom numbers. How many teachers per student can they actually handle in a classroom? So if you putting an event together, you got to know your ratio to the audience to adults and what they can actually handle. Then you have to keep in mind of how long is your event, and can one person man that area for 8 hours? They need breaks. You have to consider breaks. You have to consider if they get run. So you always have to have an alternate. So you're looking at 2 to 3 people per what you're trying to do. And you get that from, if you go to and I have it, I just don't have it off the top of my head. But so let me just use something that I'm working on right now to help me out. So we do a feeding program, and we feed about 6,000 kids, right? But in that manual, it'll tell you that if you're preparing that food, one person can prepare food for enough for 50 people. So if you take that number, you divide that 6,000 by 50, you know how many full-time staff you need. Does that make sense? So you kind of have to know what's the reg, like if you understand what's the reg on it, or if you know somebody who deal with human resources and the personnel, or you can just kind of look it up. How many people, if I get 10,000 people in a concert, how many security, how many whatever, we got AI now.
It's a formula. You won't even get no insurance if you turn in your application wrong. You need to have at least 150 or 1 to 75, depending on your state. So you got an event with 200 people, you got to have 4 security guards. That's 1 to 50. Some might say 5 or 6 to do 1 to 75. But if you think about it, if you got an event with 200 people, it's not normally going to be the case with all 200 of them start fighting. So they figure that if you got 4 real security in an event like that, along with the people who don't want to see the fight, that'll be secure. But you could say what your environment is and gauge those numbers. But just like she's saying, all that got to be on your application to even get them to approve it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. That's right. And then that's just security. You have to think about hospitality, logistics, like all of that has to be in place. So sometimes what drives me with some people, and that's why I don't put myself out consulting with individuals, because they'll say, oh, it doesn't take all that, and I want to do it with this man. I'm like, man, you're gonna burn people out, and this is about to be a problem. So you really have to, and because think about it, you're thinking about, now what our people do, I'm gonna tell you, what our people do is they thinking profits, they thinking money. They're not thinking about the success of it and it's going to draw money. Mm-hmm. They're just thinking, I'm going to make money and that's it. So the logistics part always come after the fact. And that's why you always sometimes get the backlash. Now you could do a very successful event and have it and you still get backlash. And that's cool. But sometimes that's like a small volume of people. So when you're putting on the events, if you think about, you got to draw it all the way out. And the best way sometimes to do that is to participate in someone else's, and you going with the motive of understanding how they put that event together. So you looking at it and you drawing it out, and you have to go back to your event and say, okay, I know at a minimum, I have to have these things in place, regardless if it's 100 people event or 100,000 people. No shortcuts.
I agree. I see what you're saying, though.
Like I'm getting ready to put together a women's conference, a women's veterans convention, but it's 2024. So I've already started scoping out all of the people who have the influence, which is our top service organizations in the state. Because I know how to put on an event, but in order to get those people there, I have to have certain influences there in order to make it happen. I don't just want to have a whole bunch of social gathering with a whole bunch of women, because I'm looking for results. I'm looking for these women to actually be able to get their benefits, whatever they're coming to get and what they need. I'm wanting to make sure that individual is there in place, and at a minimum, they can connect with that resource, right? So it's going to be 3 days based on our Women's Day Veterans Holiday on June the 12th. But I'm also looking for sponsorship. So I noticed that the Women's Interactive down in DC, they got USA to sponsor them, one sponsor breakout. So I'm checking them out, seeing how they did their things, and then I'm checking out a couple other ones. So in order to, when you do your event, that's what our people have to do. You have to, we call doing your research, and I call it benchmarking, because that's the language I got from from school, going out, find at least 3 successful, find at least 3 unsuccessful, and then really go through every facet of it and then find out, okay, what you need to do, what do you like about it, and then what do you want to add to look different from them to attract people. So they'll say, hey, I went to this such and they had that. I want mine to be, okay, they didn't have this, But in the same sense, logistically, I have to have that thing put together just right. Because I know how these people are. Yeah. So have them tune in. Smash do a lot of how-to shows, very detailed. I had stopped for a while, a long time, because they were making me mad. They called me a scammer and did a video of me, and I was upset. They did it when I was giving out my scholarships to high school students. So I had to be careful because I can't be letting people put kids' name out,
That's right.
Hey.
I'm just watching these. Oh, look, y'all might see an Alabama Bulldog right now. I'll be putting hands, trust me. Y'all gonna be like, Cash is going to work. Hey, look. Hey, this was the area right here. Look. They over there slapping. Hey, this was the area where these fools tried to fight me for real. These white dudes, I was on my jet ski, right? And they was trying to dock, and they gonna pull all close to my rig, and we start beefing. So this is where the dude was standing, but I was out there in the water on my ski. So I'm like, what you gonna do? You feel me? And he was like, what's up? I'm like, dude, is you really about to swim over here and start some beef? I was like, y'all need to calm the hell down. But yeah, that's how they be sometimes, just like that. But my partner got the nice thing over there. So that's how they be sometimes, though. You feel me? Like they be thinking they own the dock and shit.
I like that water.
We own it today. Out in a minute.
Hey, what's up, Kalam? Titans TV.
Titans TV in the chat. What's up, Kalam? Tap in. It's that Book of the Dead, maybe whenever you're ready. But you got me back looking at the Book of the Dead now, so I wanna get it right first. My boy Jay right here, nice thing, boy. You feel me? That's that white.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, that's that white boat. I'm like, boy, you didn't put a penny on that thing.
Hey, Smash.
What's up?
I know that you mentioned Amenorhanes. I know you mentioned several other goddesses. I know you keep a focus on that. I was wondering. Now did you show a show on Solange Ashby, or did you show a small clip on her?
You know what we did? She got 2 videos though, Solange Ashby. She got the one about the Nubian princess, says that I showed just a piece of it. But do you know that was the video that she actually said that that white people was comment who in? And so Jabari says, now as far about what Jabari said, he was tripping. You know what I'm saying? Look,
yeah.
Look, y'all, when I just said the white people was comment who, the white boys just he just looked up at me. I forgot where I was at. He just looked at the fuck that telephone. I had to come. Hey, but Jabari be the only one who don't be wrong to me, man. I'm sorry. I know cats hate him, but I just do the knowledge. I don't take no sides. And when I be who said it be him who doing the most. You feel me? But I'm about to get ready to hop on this thing. So, but I appreciate y'all for tapping in, though. Y'all
That's what it do.
More Babylon.
Say what now?
Smaller debates on Silent TV. That's what I'm saying. So y'all not doing y'all debate no more?
Who, me? Yeah, I do. I'm ready. Hey, bro, listen. What was he gonna present on your show, bro? Before you go, just let's go slow, Smash, because I want to talk to you about a lot of stuff. You coming on later?
Say what?
You coming on later? I want to talk to you about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on later when I get to the house, probably tonight. Or we might go on Sonetter. I don't do Sonetter at nighttime, but so we'll see.
I just want to build with you on, I will debate Chuck Morgan, and I'm only asking if you can hear me clearly. What was he going to present on your show yesterday?
Take it on right there. Oh, now.
He about to present something about Egypt and Macan, though. He gonna be talking about the Melahas, the land of Melahas.
Yeah, we might even have disagreement on that. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real.
That's something. Because I think he's gonna say that the scholars was wrong saying that it was another black land that had to do with that. I think he's gonna say that, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
So I'm waiting to see his presentation, and I know he be having some facts, but I don't think that's what y'all was supposed to be debating over. That was something else. He said you was gonna prove something.
That made three things. Okay, the first thing was, are the Sumerians black? Right? You remember that, Smash?
Yeah. You gonna say yeah? You affirmative on that position?
I'm affirmative on the Sumerians were black.
Oh, you gonna all right? That's a good.
And remember we talked about the Sagiga and the black-headed ones. Yeah, I'm clear on that debate. I won't complicate mine, Smash. I'm gonna be affirmative, clear. Sumerians are black-headed ones based on black. It means black. I'm killing it. I'm gonna show several reasons why I got it. Okay. The second argument, Smash, was that the Zechariah Sitchin stele, I'm going to tell you the number for it. It's VA243. The stele, the Sumerian cylinder seal, VA243. He say that those are not the planets or the sun on that Sumerian seal.
I don't want to fall in the water.
Okay. So you got Smash, that Sumerian seal with the 12 orbs around the star that everybody be showing all the time. They want, 11 orbs. They want to know whether that's the 11 planets with the 12th planet Nibiru, like Zacharias just say. He say it's not that, and I'll reserve my answer. I
want to bump it. Let me change the position of this thing. He put it way too far up. It ain't giving no protection right here. Oh, I didn't even out. Hold on.
Take your time, Smash. Go ahead, sir. Oh.
You might want to move that thing, Mike, because it ain't giving them no protection on the front. Yeah. Stop tripping. What you were saying, Babylon?
I was saying it's a Sumerian cylinder seal that Chuck Morgan and myself have a debate about whether or not that seal displays the solar system that we know it today with all of the planets, including Pluto. So basically, the argument is whether or not the Sumerians more than five. Wait, hold on, Smash. Whether or not the Sumerians knew more than 7 planets.
You thought I thought I did, so I might in the car, but no. All right, I'm gonna log out, Babylon. I can't pay no more attention. Thanks for tapping in. I'll be in later though. Let me